Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yarny J. It's story time. If you didn't know, your girl was pregnant for 10 months. Yes, you're actually pregnant for 10 months. And I gave birth to a beautiful, healthy little boy. And I want to talk to you guys about my labor and delivery. And then you guys can meet my baby. I was in labor for 41 hours. December 8th. What happened, I actually went in to the hospital for an ultrasound because when I hit my 40-week mark, obviously I wasn't dilated or anything like that, so they just wanted to do like an ultrasound of my ultrasound to make sure the fluid around him was still okay, to make sure he was good. And in the process of doing that, it was a snowy day. And I live in Atlanta, in a city outside of Atlanta. So in the hospital that I delivered at, which was Emory, Midtown, I lived like an hour away. So they didn't want me to travel back because of the weather. So they said, well, since I'm already at term, go ahead and induce her. Which I've been trying to say the whole time. I was just so ready to get over with because it was just, towards the end, it just got so draining. Like I was just tired all the time and oh my God, I couldn't do anything. And I was nervous because I was at home for my maternity leave, like the last 2 weeks. I went on maternity leave like 38 weeks, and I was by myself for 1 week, and I was nervous I was going to go into labor, and then my mom came when I was 39 weeks, so that was great. So we went, got the ultrasound, the fluid around him was great. They went and said, go ahead and admit her, so I went from Grady to Emory. I got admitted about 9:30 when they started everything. They started me on, what was it called? It was a medication where it has like this string they put behind your cervix so it can help your cervix open. Started that at 9:30 and I had to stay still, flat in the bed for 2 hours. I could not move. And then they keep it in you for 12 hours. So then while that was going on, contractions started happening and different things like that. But it was still after the 12 hours when they went to go check, my cervix still hadn't opened. It was still shut. So they wanted to call my doctor to see if they wanted to do it again. And I was in so much pain when they put that medication, that string thing in me. I can't remember the name of it. If you guys know, you can put it in the comments below. But I think it starts with a C. I can't remember. But I do remember they wanted to do the Pitocin if my cervix opened. But since my cervix didn't open, they could have put the same medication in for the second time. But I was in so much pain, them going all the way up in there me, it was horrible, okay? So I was like, oh my God, please, I hope this doctor does not tell them to do it again. So then they called my doctor to see what she wants to do, and my doctor was very strict. But she, instead of doing that string thing again, she went ahead and said, no, go ahead and give him the Pitocin. And he's going to give you the Pitocin until your cervix are open. So they went ahead and just gave it to me. And when they gave me that, my cervix went from 0 to 3 centimeters. So it was great. So then that's when the nurses were saying, oh, do you want to get the epidural? And I was going back and forth if I should get it or not, because I was having the contractions, but it wasn't painful. It was just like mild cramps. So I was like, oh, okay. But they said they were going to get stronger, and that if I do get the epidural, that I would still feel pressure in the vagina, but I wouldn't feel the pressure in my stomach. So I was like really nervous and scared. So after talking to my mom, my aunts and all stuff, I should just say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. So I got the epidural, and it's not as bad as people say it is. I obviously didn't even get to see the needle because my back was facing them. They were very strict about that too. Only one person was in the room, so my husband was in there with support. And I got the epidural, and as soon as I got the epidural, I didn't feel any of the contractions. And it was still a long process. Mind you, I was in labor for 41 hours. And this all started at 9:30. So from 9:30 that night on the 8th, Friday, till the next morning when they did that first thing with the string. And then it was no change. So then that morning, that's when they did the Pitocin. So this was the following day. So while I was, got the epidural, they cranked up that Pitocin for those contractions. And my doctor came and checked, and I went from 3 centimeters, I think, to 5 or 7. And then they said I would still feel pressure, even though I had the epidural, I would still feel pressure. So I felt like I was having this pressure, but I was like, no, this ain't pressure, this is pain. I'm feeling like pain on my pelvic. So I was like, let me get another dose of this epidural. I was biting a towel. It was painful. So I was like, oh no, I need to get another dose. I think I got two doses of it. After they inserted, I got the anesthesiologist came back twice. So that's when my doctor, after I got the second dose, my doctor was like, she didn't want me to get the second dose because if I was already at 7, I'm going to be close to 10. And they wanted me to feel the contractions to push. But she came too late. I already got the epidural. So when she came, they checked me again. I was 10. So it was ready to say it was time to push. So when I went to go push, God is so good because before I even went into the hospital and through my whole pregnancy, I've been praying and praying and praying and asking God, please, healthy baby, healthy mommy, a pain-free delivery. And I kept telling these nurses, and every time I go to my prenatal visit, they would say, oh girl, you know your first child, it don't come on time, you're gonna be in so much pain. And I kept saying, no, I prayed to God and asked God for a painless delivery, Lord. Healthy baby, healthy me. Painless. So the only pain that I felt was this pain over my pelvic that they said that I was supposed to feel because it was pressure. But pressure and pain are two different things. So that's when I called them the last time. They gave me that epidural. Came time to push. When I tell you, like my legs, one of my legs felt like a 200-pound person. Because even though I had my legs on these little, you know, the little clamp things they have your legs open, they still wanted me to hold my legs back as I was pushing. So when the nurse was having me push, it was like I'm pushing because they're telling me to push. I had no clue what, like I felt nothing like that. God is good because there was no pain in the vagina. There was no nothing. I'm just pushing because they're saying push, and it's like I'm trying to push as hard as I can because I really don't feel anything from waist down. But it was like nothing. So my mom kept saying, "I see the head. I see the head," and I was in labor like pushing wise. I was maybe from 45 minutes to an hour, and he was here. No pain, no nothing. Like he came, just it was like that. The only thing that took the longest was actually trying to get my cervix open to where I was in labor for 41 hours. But him coming the next day, I think he came. My grandmother's birthday was on the 8th. We wanted him to come on the 8th. So he didn't come on the 8th. And the 9th is my husband's birthday in August. So they would have been like 3 months apart. But he didn't come on the 9th. He came on the 10th of December 10th at 2:20 p.m. And it was amazing. Like I was just so thankful and so happy. And the whole time I was just laying there, I was just praying and praying and praying, looking at the ceiling, because they have if you notice ceilings, most ceilings have squares, and I was just playing them out to be like crosses, just looking for the Lord, just like Lord, please help me get me through this, because I was really nervous, like this child coming out of my vagina, like this head is gonna be painful, the shoulder's gonna be painful, like please deliver me from this pain, and then I kept I went and that morning I read my word and it kept saying that I'm with you. I'm your help. I'm your help, So I kept saying, Lord, you're my help. You're my help. You're my help. Please get me through this because I'm scared, but you won't bring me this far, to leave me. And the Lord did not leave me. He was with me the entire time. And it so happened to where if I would have went home in that snowstorm and something happened, how I was going to get back? The closest hospital to me doesn't have a delivery center. So everything worked out the way it was supposed to. The road, we got the worst snow in my area. I live in Paulding County, and we got the worst of it. The snow was horrible. And the snow lasted for what, a week? It still didn't melt. It was just horrible. So it was, and I think even someone died. And it was just, we were so thankful that we didn't have to be there this year in that mess. We were safe in the hospital. I couldn't eat good because once I got on that medication, I couldn't eat. But the nurses were just amazing. Every nurse I had was just amazing. I'm just so thankful. I remember, how many I had, maybe 4 or 5 nurses, because it kept going night, morning. I was there for 3-4 days, and and every nurse I had was just amazing. They was so much help, and I'm just so grateful. And he's perfect, and my sister thinks he looks like her, and whatever. But yeah, he's just perfect. So let me let you meet my baby. My mom was holding for me because he has a little gas. I think he's trying to make a bowel movement. Look at him. There he go crying again. And today he's actually 2 weeks. Say hello, Jermaine. His name is Jermaine Mikel Johnson Jr. He's named after my husband. We're gonna call him JJ. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. You want to open your eyes? He doesn't want to. He's tired. He's fighting his sleep, and then he's also trying to pass a bowel movement. He did have a little jaundice in his eyes. I noticed his eyes were a little yellow after we left the hospital, and the hospital pediatrician didn't see it because he was not having. He was giving her such a hard time. But when I took him to the pediatrician, after the hospital, they instructed me on what to do, and it's getting much better. And he's just doing great. He's a little fussy. Doesn't sleep well at night for me. It's all right. It's all right. You camera shy? You camera shy? And I tried breastfeeding and he wasn't latching on right. So that's why I got this pacifier, because the hospital I was at, they are all about breastfeeding, but he wasn't latching on, so I'm still trying to pump. But in the meanwhile, he's getting formula in between as well. So yeah, so this is my baby. It's okay. Let him cry for a second. He's good for the lungs. And yeah, his cuteness is, we went and had like family. It's Christmas Eve, so we went ahead and went to like family and had a good time. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Here. I have to take advantage of my mom while she's here, because like my mom's been here for a whole month and she's been leaving like a couple days after Christmas. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be vlogging with you guys to let you know how it's going, because I think he thinks that she's his mother. Like, he does so well with her, and like when I'm trying to hold him and put him to sleep and stuff, like at nighttime, particularly at nighttime, it's horrible. But I'm just so grateful that my mom was able to be up here for a whole month with me and my husband, and now I just have to get in a routine on what I'm gonna have to do with him. And I was just, oh, let me also show you guys my midsection. This is 2 weeks, and I actually got this here from Ross, like, because they say you should wear like tight underwear because, you know, like period like. Let's see. Still the line. Stand in front of the tree. Still the line, but it's not bad. And I still have a little bit good. Well, this is actually basically, and it's like soft, but it's all good because I'm gonna start working out. But yeah, so yeah, I was really surprised with that. Like, my son went down super fast, so whew, we're happy about that. What else? I'll do another video talking about like things you should take to the hospital and things you shouldn't, because like I was so surprised on how much, you know, they actually give you, so you don't have to take everything that people say you should take. But this is going to conclude my video. I just wanted to come on here, let you guys know about my labor and delivery, meet my baby, who is crying right now. He's 2 weeks today. I will be making more videos about him and about this journey that I'm on. I'm a new mother, and it's like nerve-wracking. I thought I knew everything, and I don't. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.